して最初。
Okay. Please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening to everyone. Today too, we are going to start the meditation. First of all, let me wish everyone a very happy spiritual evening, as usual. So today's the last week, I think, that we practice breathing meditation for this month. So today will be the last day that we practice the second step of breathing meditation. So if you are a newcomer, I would like to request to practice the first step of breathing meditation. If you are joining very today, or if you joined 2-3 weeks ago. So if you are a meditator who started meditation last month or before 2-3 weeks ago, then please keep on practicing the second step of breathing meditation. And simultaneously, now please start the mindfulness habit too. That means, so every pick up one action that you do daily. So let's say brushing your teeth. So if not walking. While walking, if you are a daily jogger, if you walk daily, so at that time or during the time that you eat, so pick up one such kind of practice that you do daily and start the mindfulness habit too. So for an example, so let's say you select the brushing. So when you brush, be aware about each part of your brushing. So when you are aware, after waking early in the morning, so when you feel that when you decide that you are going to brush, so start with the thought. Start being aware since the thought, starting from the thought that you have, that I have to brush. So then, when you are walking towards the bathroom, be fully aware. And when you are stretching your arms, when you are stretching your arm to take the brush, be fully aware. And when you take the brush, so, and when you apply the toothpaste, and when you apply, yeah. So when you apply the toothpaste, and so when you are, yeah. So when you apply the toothpaste and when you keep brushing, so when you move the brush around your so on your teeth, so be fully aware. So be aware about the sensations and the experience that you feel within your teeth, and be aware about the touch of your brush and the teeth, right? So then, when you wash your mouth, right? When you until the time that you keep your brush back, so from beginning to the end, please be fully aware. So let's say you select the walking time. So daily you are jogging, so you select that time. So at that time, when you are, so be aware about the movements of your leg. So if you are moving forward your right leg, be fully aware. And if you are moving your left leg, be aware. And so whatever the leg that you move forward, be aware that right now I'm moving my right leg forward. Right now I'm moving my left leg forward. So then whenever it touches the ground, be aware. So when you raise the leg, when you keep the leg, so be aware about both the movements, right? And at the same time about the sceneries that you see. So around your leg, be aware, right? Like that. So keep on practicing. If you select walking as your mindfulness habit, so please practice. So apply the mindfulness, the awareness that you develop through your breathing meditation in that particular daily practice. Let's say you select eating. So when you select eating, please do like this. So whenever you go and whenever you go to serve food yourself to your plate, be aware, right? Whenever you touch the spoon, whenever you take the food, whenever you serve it, be aware about each and every moments. And then when you bring that plate back to your desk, so then be aware. And so sometimes you may be eating with sticks, yeah, or the fork, or maybe with the hand. So it doesn't matter. So whenever you use that instrument or the hand, be aware. And then when you bring the food towards your mouth, so when you mix the food, be aware. When you bring the food towards your mouth, be aware. So whenever you leave the food inside, be aware. And whenever you chew, be aware that you are chewing. When you are tasting, be aware that right now I'm feeling the taste. And then when you're swallowing, be aware that I'm swallowing right now. So like that, from each and every moment of your eating, be aware. So that is for the that is for the uh, please keep the awareness until you go, you finish your food and go back and wash your plate. So until the time that you wash your plate, please be continuously aware about your action, right? Then select one particular daily action that you do. It should be an action that you do daily. So, and please practice mindfulness within that practice. Later on, so you will spread this very mindfulness to the other actions too, and gradually we'll try to apply this in all the activities that you do in your day-to-day life, right? But you have to start it with one action that you do daily, right? So this is the daily mindfulness practice that you should do. So so starting from this week, please do your daily meditation practice too. So that means if you are practicing first step of breathing meditation, please do so. If you are practicing second step of breathing meditation, please do so. Meanwhile, start the mindfulness practice. So mindfulness habit too, right? So for the newcomers, I would like to introduce again. Lekaka is not a newcomer. So, but for the other students, so I would like to remind. So, what is the first step of breathing meditation? In brief, and then we are going to start. Silent meditation practice for today. So, dear newcomers, so first step of breathing meditation is it's all about observing the bare breath. So when the breath is coming in, be fully aware. And observe the breath, not all the way inside, just observe the breath until the end of your nostrils. So when it comes and when it touches the end of your nostrils, be fully aware. Be aware that the breath is coming in, breath is coming in, breath is coming in. So when it touch the end of your nostrils and when it goes inside, so let it go. Don't observe after that. And again, it will go inside, and then the picnic, it will come back and will touch the very same area, the end of your nostrils, before it leaves. At that time, to be fully aware. Now, the breath is going out, breath is going out, breath is going out. If it is long, be aware. If it is short, be aware. If it is soft, if it is gross, be aware. And don't try to change the breath. You are only the observer, the gatekeeper. Your job is just to observe. And let it come, let it go. Just be the observer. Right? And develop, keep on concentrating. And the more you concentrate, the more calm you will feel, the more peaceful you feel, and the more happiness that you will develop within. This is not the normal happiness that you are developing. You are developing the spiritual, deep happiness, real happiness, right? So very calmly and very quietly keep on observing the breath. Develop the calmness, develop the peace, develop the inner happiness, right? Please work ardently for yourself. So for the last time, so all students, they will practice the second step of breathing meditation today. So you will be asked to observe the touch of the breath within this area. That means the area below the nostrils and above the upper lip. So within this area, wherever the breath comes and touch. So please pay your attention to that experience, to that touch, and keep on observing that touch. Whenever it comes and touches, be aware. Right now, the breath is coming in and it's touching touching the area below the nostrils and above the upper lip. When it is going out too, it will touch the very same area. Please be fully aware and be aware that the breath is going out right now. It is touching the area below the nostrils and above the upper lip, right? Give your entire attention to your experience. So make the experience first, right? So don't give the first to the words. You experience first and then recognize second. Right now, if not, what will happen is, so first of all, so if you give more importance to the words, then you will keep on saying breath is coming in and breath is going out. But since you give importance to the words sometimes, so what will happen is your focus will go away from the experience of breath and you will concentrate on the words. So when the breath is coming in, you will say breath is going out, and when the breath is going out, you will say breath is coming in. So like that. So therefore, give importance to the experience and be fully aware, right? So now we are going to start. And in brief, why we are giving so much, why we are shortening the area of observance? Because we want to sharpen the mindfulness that we have. So we want to sharpen the concentration that we have. That's why we limit the area, right? So very ardently, please get ready to practice. Now everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, and head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. Before we start, as usual, let me pay our respect and gratitude towards the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So everyone, please concentrate. Then after that, we'll start today's silent meditation. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sungato lokamidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sādati sattā deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sannittiko akaniko ehi pasiko opanaiko paccatang meditappo viññohiti. Supanipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujupanipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ñāya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīci panipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho. Yadinang chattari purisa yungani ate purisa puggala ese bhagavato savaka sango ahuneyo pahuneyo nakineyo anjali karaniyo anutterang punyaketang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a patient mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. Please pay your entire attention, your complete attention towards your breath. If you are a newcomer, as I mentioned, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. Your entire attention to the whole movement of your breath until the end of your nostrils. So starting from the upper lip to the end of your nostrils, keep on observing the whole movement of your breath. And if you are an old student who joined since January, or who are practicing more than 4 weeks, since starting from 4 weeks, at least exceeding 4 weeks, including today's meditation session, please practice second step of breathing meditation. Whatever the meditation practice that you are practicing right now, may your meditation practice be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your meditation practice right now. Now, please maintain your eyes always closed. But if your legs are hurting, you can relax your legs. That is also slowly, very mindfully and slowly you can relax your legs if they are painful. If not, please keep them the same. Don't move them or change the posture. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in breath. Loving kindness meditation in breath. So let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. Don't open your eyes. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with ourselves. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Spread your entire loving kindness towards yourself. Towards yourself first. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards our dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Just like me, may my dear parents, my dear mother and father, my teachers, my relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Once again, may my dear parents, my teachers, my relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all of them be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all of them. Now, let's share our loving kindness with the people who are in the middle. So we are going to think of the people who are neutral to us, who are not our enemies, who are not our friends, the people who are in the middle. May all the neutral people also be well, be happy, be peaceful. Please spread the loving kindness towards the neutral people. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards the enemies. We have to understand we all are beings with negativities. In life, time to time, we get overwhelmed by various kinds of negative emotions and we do things to hurt the other people. It might be a physical action, vocal action, or a mental action. But it cannot determine the whole person. So no one, just because of one bad action, no one is eternally bad. And because of one good action, no one is eternally good. We do actions time to time. Accordingly, we become good or bad. So let all the grudges go. Don't cling to the past. If you cling to the past, if you keep on developing hatred towards the other people, even slightly, you are the one who is going to suffer the most. So it is just like a rotting wound. So let it go and let your mind to be relaxed and relieve your mind from all those various wounds and forgive your enemies and spread your loving kindness towards them too. Forgive them. Please forgive for the wrong actions. Ask forgiveness for the wrong actions that you did to hurt the others. And at the same time, forgive the people who did wrong actions, hurtful actions towards you in the past. Spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. Spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings. Please think. Just like me, may all the beings in the world, let those beings be beautiful or ugly. Let those beings be rich or poor. Let those beings be powerful or weak. Let those beings be big in size or small in size. Regardless of any mental or physical difference, let's share our loving kindness with all the beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be very peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Spread your loving kindness towards all the beings, all beings. Now, very calmly and peacefully, everyone, please open your eyes. Open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom. Let your whole body to relax. Now please join your palms together and please say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, now we are moving forward. Little by little, breath by breath, you pay attention, you keep on developing the concentration. You keep on developing the inner peace and inner happiness. So sometimes you might think why we shorten the area that you observe. I told you. So it is just like so the laser. So when the laser it widespread, so the damage it can do is more. But whenever we limit the area, so area of its release, right? Sometimes certain lasers they can even kill people, right? So just like that. So what we are doing is we limit the area of our focus. Then what we do is we try to sharpen the the concentration of our mind. So that's what we are trying to do. So then whenever we observe the limited area, then our focus, our concentration becomes sharp. Later on, you will be asked, so you will be taught to practice Vipassana meditation starting from May. At that time, you will be asked to observe the sensations on your body part by part. Then at that time, when you practice like this, so you will be able to feel the sensations all around your body. So very, very fast. And your ability, your sensitivity will be more powerful. You will be able to focus well. You will be able to feel those sensations faster, right? So that's why we limit the area that we observe, so that we will have a better focus, better concentration, sharp concentration. So and at the same time, I asked you to adopt one daily mindfulness habit. So meditation is just like a tree, and so now so inner peace and happiness, they are growing. So when the fruits are growing, so we have to understand, if we are farmers, we know that there are other animals that come to eat them. So what farmers do is they use various kinds of tactics to keep away the animals from their crops. So just like that, what we are doing is, so using the daily mindfulness habit, we try to safeguard, we try to practically insert the concentration that we develop with. So it is, so even though we feel peace and happiness, so during the time that we practice meditation, that's not enough. That is not our purpose. So we want to insert it into our day-to-day life. We not only want to be happy and peaceful while we are practicing the meditation during the sitting time. We want to feel the same when we are doing our day-to-day things, right? So that's why we adapt. We start to practice these mindfulness habits, daily mindfulness habits, and gradually, so you will start with one, then you will increase it into two, and then gradually you will start to insert the mindfulness that you develop into all the daily activities that you do every day. And later on, we will try to maintain the mindfulness throughout the day, so that you will be able to keep the balance of the mind throughout the day, and you will be able to live happily. So throughout the day, and at the same time, you will be able to stay peaceful throughout the day, and you will have a positive mindset whatever it happens around you. So that's the goal, right? I hope all of you understand, and not only that, I hope that you will practice for that. Your dedication is very important. So if you don't dedicate, if you don't practice, results won't come. Yeah, there'll be a goal, but the goal will be there, but it won't become a reality if you don't do it practical. So please work hard for you. First, as I always mention, first you will be the change. You will be the person who will benefit first. And then all the other people that are around you, they'll get benefited. So please work hard. So today, so up to now, I was teaching 3 enemies that can harm us during the meditation. So they harm us for the progress of our meditation, and at the same time they can harm us so during the day-to-day life too. So what are those 3 enemies that I discussed? Number 1, addiction to sensual pleasure, right? So number 2, hate. So aversion. So aversion has various kinds of phases, just like, so there is one person who wear masks, but it is the same person. So just like that, aversion has hatred, anger, jealousy, ill will, and so discrimination feelings, right? Disgust or irritation. All these things are the phases of aversion, but aversion is the main, right? So all those things are masks. So, right, aversion or hate, you can say hatred. So then number 3, Miss Diane.
Yes, sir. Aversion.
Miss Diane, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Right. So number 3, Sharon, can you remember? Laziness, right? We call it sloth and torpor. Sloth means the shrinking nature. Torpor means freezing nature. Sloth and torpor. When we go to do something, we are shrinking, we are freezing. So I told it last time. So last week, so that was the last teaching that I did online from Sri Lanka. So if you couldn't join, please go to YouTube. I'll provide the links. So please go to YouTube and learn and apply. Not only you learn, you have to practically apply it into your practice and day-to-day life, right? So 3 enemies. Out of 5 enemies, you learned about, so addiction to sensual pleasure, kamachanda, aversion, vyapada, and then after that, thinamitta, sloth and torpor or laziness, right? So today we are going to learn about the 4th one, wandering mind. Wandering mind, uddacha kukucha, wandering mind. So wandering mind, wandering mind can happen because of 2 things. So when the mind is not balanced, So when it is not focused, so when it is too excited, it wanders. So, and at the same time, when it is too dull, it wanders. So when it is too excited, it wanders. When it is too dull, it wanders. So, um, so, um, so sometimes we become too positive. Sometimes we become too negative. Instead, what we should, our mind should become realistic. So not too positive, not too negative. So we have to have a realistic approach. So then this mind, this is called wandering mind. So mind becomes dull because of various reasons, right? So mind can become dull. So let's say let's say something happened in the past. So you think about it again and again and again continuously, and you become remorseful about that very thing which happened in the past consistently. Then the mind becomes dull. Let's say you sit for the meditation and you remember something that that you did, some kind of terrible thing that you did long time ago. It's already past, but you can't get rid of your mind. You can't get your mind out of it. Then the mind becomes dull. So it drags back. So it keeps on thinking and thinking and thinking. You can't focus. Mind wanders. So you have to understand past is past. You can't change the past. You can change the present, but you can't change the past. So you have to let your past go. So anyway, if you are practicing meditation, if such kind of thought comes during the meditation, please think, this is something past and I can't change this one right now. What happened, it happened. I will make sure that I won't do this again. I will make sure that I won't do this again. Other than that noise of thinking about this and being remorseful. So let me move forward, right? So thinking like that, please pay your entire attention to your breath. Then there'll be a struggle, moving back to your past guilty feeling, and then the present breath. And finally, if you keep on struggling, if you keep on focusing on the breath, the attention to the breath will win. And that thing, the energy of the ability to harm, to disturb you of that past action, so it will go away, and then finally you would be able to focus. Right? Then sometimes you might have feelings like this. So I'm not capable, I'm not strong, so I won't be able to do this. So for so many things, we have such kind of thoughts. You have to understand that there are so many people. There are so many people who did the very same thing before, who achieved the very same goals before. If you think, if you work according to a proper plan, you can achieve that. Let it be a spiritual goal, let it be a material goal. Both you can achieve if you work hard according to a proper plan. So make a good plan and then think. So if it is a spiritual plan, For example, you want to develop inner peace and inner happiness. For that, you have to daily practice without avoiding. Every morning, every evening, at least 15 minutes, I will practice meditation for my own good. Thinking like that, you stick to it and you keep on practicing meditation in the morning and in the evening. Gradually, you will achieve your goal. So the person who practices well finally will definitely gain the good results. If it is a material goal, you will think, right, this is what I want to be. So these are the hurdles that I have to go through, and this is the plan how I will come out of it. So you will have a plan A and plan B, and then according to that particular plan, you will keep on working in the right manner. If you do things in the right way, according to the proper plan, definitely you will become very successful, right? So understanding that thing, there are so many people who read this very goal before. I also can become successful. So somehow I will try, so that I won't have any remorse that I didn't try. So you will try your best. You will do your best. So sometimes in certain actions, you will get higher results, or sometimes you will get lower results. So at such times too, don't compare. Don't compare. So please think like this. According to my karma, this is the amount, this is the amount of success that I could gain. Let me try again. Let me try again with the right kind of mindset in the right manner. Then let me see how much success I can gain. Again, when you get a higher result or lower result, again think like that. This is the amount of success that I could get according to my karma. So let me try again. So don't let your mind to become dull. Don't let your mind to drag you back, drag you down. Always let your mind to push you forward each and every moment of your life, right? So then don't let the mind to move. So keeping the ambition within, right, with a very strong determination, keep on practicing. Let it be a practice that you do for your spiritual goal, or let it be a practice that you do for your material goal. But somehow, please keep on doing. So too much excited. So when you are too much excited too, you can't concentrate. So sometimes, so because of some kind of motivation, you are very excited. So excitement is good, but then again the thoughts, so they become the mind wanders fast. So once there was a Bante called Sonen. This Bante, he was a very courageous person. So after becoming monk, so this Bante wanted to concentrate the mind very fast. So he selected the walking meditation method, and he kept on walking day and night. He kept on walking, and finally, finally, what happened? His legs, they got injured. So his feet, they got injured, and so they started bleeding. Then the other monks let the Buddha know. Then Buddha went to the place where Bantisona was practicing. He went to the Bantisona and told Bantisona, Bantisona, I heard that you were let's say guitar player, violin player. So when you were a layperson, then he said, yes, I was a violin player. I was playing violin. So when I was at home, so when I was a layperson, then Buddha asked Bantisona, so when you make the strings very tight, do they provide you a good sound, nice sound? Then he said, no, sir. At that time, they won't provide us a very good sound. Then if the strings are very loose, can they give a good sound, sweet sound? Then again, Bantisona said, no, sir. Again, they cannot provide us a good sound. So if the strings are well set, not too tight, not too soft, so to the amount that they need, can they provide us a sweet sound? Then he said, yes, sir. If the strings are well set, right? If the strings are well tight, not too tight, not too tight, not too soft, to the extent that is needed, then they can give us very sweet sound. The violin can provide us a very sweet sound. Then Buddha said, the practice is the same. If you are too excited, you won't be able to practice well. You won't be able to gain the results well. You won't be able to concentrate well. If the practice is too loose, so if you just do it for the sake of doing, again you won't be able to gain the concentration that you expect. So if only you give the enough amount of concentration, enough amount of focus, enough amount of, if you provide enough amount of courage, right, to practice, so enough amount of effort that if you put, then gradually you'll develop in the practice. So please practice. So when you practice, think how you did. Think about how you played the violin at your home when you were a lay person. So then Bantisona understood. He practiced, and then soon he could gain a lot of deep concentration, and he could divert it into vipassana, and later Bantisona became an enlightened monk. So don't cling to the past. It's already gone. The future has not yet come. So please try to live in the present moment, right now, because this is the very moment which is pretty sure, and you don't know what will happen tomorrow. Anything can happen. There are so many people, so many powerful people, rich people, so who lived. So even though they had how much power, how much wealth, who couldn't survive for a long time? So whatever you have or not, so you can't guarantee about your life. So enjoy the present moment, right? Enjoy now. And so during the meditation time, what you are practicing is you try to stay right now, right? You are trying to focus on this moment. So let go of the past, and so train your mind to be in the present, and don't worry too much about the future. So according to it doesn't mean you shouldn't learn the lessons from the past. You should learn the lessons from the past, and so that you should have a good plan for your future. So accordingly, please grow, but don't worry too much about the future. So enjoy the present and walk on your path of your life, right? And then please keep on practicing very ardently. If you are practicing the first step of breathing meditation, please do so. If you are practicing the second step of breathing meditation, please do so. And meanwhile, please keep on practicing that daily mindfulness habit. And gradually, may all of you be able to develop inner peace. May all of you be able to develop inner happiness. And may you have a long life with beauty, mental and physical strength, comfort and wisdom. Practicing ardently, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms together to get blessings. Abhivadana silisse nichang vada pachainu Chattaro dhamma vadanti ayubangno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me bache ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjato. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very peaceful. May all of you develop in this noble non-sectarian Dhamma practice. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night, everyone. Good night, and see you in the next week. Secure. Right. Good night, Mr. Juan.
Good night, Bhante. Welcome back.
Good night, Mr. Juan.
Good night, Bhante. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you so much. Good night, Jaime.
Good night, Bhante.
Good night. Good night, Miss Meena.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you so much.
May you be happy. Sukhi hotu.